little, little quick check in. Um, just a little lunchtime check in to see how you guys are doing, and just to discuss a couple things as it pertains to food truck and the food truck business. If you don't know me and you're not subscribed, let that be the first thing that you do. Please subscribe to the channel and share this if you got any value. I got a couple little notes here because I want to make sure that I stay on track because I don't have that much time. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is your food truck and your menu, because a lot of people say that their food truck isn't making them the money that they expected, and it's probably I'm willing to say it's not your food. um I like to think that your menu is probably the problem. um so just to give you a little context, when I say your menu is not the problem, it's typically because your menu visually it looks like a list. It looks like a grocery list, and that's one of the things that could turn people off. I've walked up to many food trucks, and the fact that it's listed up there, it's so much information. Well, not information, so many different options. It kind of slows down the process for me as a consumer and as a customer, because when you go to a food truck and you're going there, oh, hold on, sorry about that. When you're at your food truck, when you're at a food truck and you're making a purchase, the goal is quick and convenience. A long list of things where customers have to typically read through them and decide what it is that they want. It slows down the process, not just for the food truck owner but for the person who's making a purchase. And typically what happens is the customers, they don't make a decision. They do one or two things. They either don't order or they tend to walk away. That's not what we want as food truck owners, and that's not what you want when it comes to your menu. um Because the thing is, customers, they don't read menus. They scan through them. They take a look at it. If it's, especially if it's their first time they're coming to your truck, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to quickly scan through your menu and see if it's anything on there that they like, anything on there that they're willing to pay for, and anything that they um are willing to try. For example, if you're going to a taco food truck, you already know that they have tacos there. So you're scanning through their variety of things that they serve. Uh Hello from the Ukraine. How are you? Today what I'm talking about food truck menus and how they can, if your food truck isn't making the money that it you would like to see it make, it's probably not the food, it's probably your menu. Adriana, do you have a food truck? Or yeah, do you, if you have a food truck, this video is definitely for you. It can help you out. And if you're interested in more food truck information, please make sure you share this out and definitely subscribe to the channel. That way I can provide you with more information and more content like this. But like I was saying, a lot of people have an issue with their food trucks simply not making the money that they would like to see. Um Okay, no problem. But if if this is just beneficial to you or is somebody else that um can use this information, definitely share this out. I'm going to repost it on my channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can see that. Leave a comment, definitely, if it helps you or you know someone it can help. Ruben, thanks for joining in. Hello, how are you? So, if you have a food truck and it's not making the money that you would like it to make, typically it's because of your menu. I'm willing to bet it's not the food. The food is always great, it's always fresh, it's always something different, something that most people do not or would not expect coming from a food truck. And what one of some of the things that typically happen when it comes to a food truck is the menu looks like a grocery list. I was just stating that if your menu looks like a grocery list, it's hard to review, hard to look at. A lot of people, they tend to do one or two things. They walk away, or they continue, or they find the cheapest option. Y'all gotta excuse me. I got my little notes here because I want to make sure that I stay on track and make sure to give you as much value as possible. So they tend to find the cheapest option, which is, again, losing you money, but also it is not beneficial for you as a food truck owner, simply because the cheapest option, most of the time, using things like price anchoring and things of that nature, your cheapest option is not your signature item or the best item that you can provide for your customer. um a lot of people, when they come to food trucks, for example, if they're coming to food trucks and they're there for, I was using an example previously of a taco food truck. They know they sell multiple things: burritos, tacos, um, any Mexican food items. They already know what it is that they're there for, specifically for Mexican food at this time. But what tends to happen at this point is, if it's so many items and they're listed and it's so many choices, people tend to make the easiest choice, or they tend to make the choice that it's not going to benefit you, or it's not the best option for you. So they do these things, they move on. You miss out on them, number one, trying your signature dish, which could also help you when it comes to social media, posting it out like that and going viral for whatever reason. um I'd love to have you as a mod, but right now I can't. But definitely make sure you hit that follow button. Let me know you hit that follow button, so when I jump on the next live, I can definitely have you as an option, Micah. So I appreciate that. Um, so one of the things that you can do in order to improve your food truck menu is you can put your highest profit item, put it in the top left corner of your menu, or put it in the center. That way your eye is leading them to what it is that your most profitable item, but also it's leading them to your signature item. Your it makes it a lot easier. You're guiding them instead of just letting them just come and make random decisions. I think that's one of the best options, because if this is your signature item, or um your top item profit wise, not only are you going to be known for this signature item, but you're also going to increase your sales. I don't really like to say, excuse me, make money too much. Increase your sales. Um by controlling the eye flow of what it is that you're selling. So another thing that I encourage food truck owners to do when you're creating your menu is, don't make your smallest item the safe option. And what I mean by that, thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Don't make your smallest item the safe option. And what I mean by that is, you put that small item up there knowing that it's going to sell. It does sell, but number one, it doesn't increase your sales. And it's just something that you put up there almost like a placeholder when it comes to your menu. That's the safe option. That's not what what we what I do when I create menu designs and menu layouts for my customers. Um, it's getting a little loud in the background. But yeah, I don't want you to make that your safe option. Um, anchor your anchor your menu with your highest price items. And if you don't understand price anchoring or things of that nature, I'll definitely do another video when it comes to that. If that's something that you guys are interested in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and definitely put it in the comments, and I'll go a little bit deeper in maybe my next live or in my in another video. So moving right along, because like I said, we don't want to keep you guys too long, but we want to give you as much value as possible. Uh so we got here. My next thing is and I briefly discussed this, but I go a little bit more into detail before we end this live, and that's too many options. Too many options. I see this, and I'm just gonna speak for myself. Sometimes when you walk up to a truck, and that's just not even just a food truck, that's just a restaurant or anything. When you walk up to them and they have way too many options, it can become overwhelming. Because typically, I know what I came there for. I know what I'm here to purchase, and I might want a little bit more. But when you got multiple items, like I said, listed as a grocery list, and uh it becomes a bit overwhelming. You don't want to overwhelm your customers with so many options that they can't make a quality decision. And then also for yourself, like it's okay to have your standard items, maybe one or two premium items, and then weekly. I don't know how you want to do it daily. It just depends on you as the owner. Add something that is like a special for like the day or the special for the week. Um, find something that where you can consider as a signature item, something that you might enjoy having. It was a bee flying around. We don't want that. Um, hold on, guys. There we go. Um, but like I said, signature items, you want to make sure that you cut down on a lot of things that are on your menu, so therefore it can make it easier for you guys to make a decision, easier for your customers to make a decision when it comes to the things that you are providing, the things that you're selling. um Reason why I completely recommend this is because I see a lot of great food trucks um with good food. They have really really good food, but the thing that happens when they have really great food, their menus are confusing. So with a confusing menu and great food, then all it does is when it comes to your actual it causes issues when it comes to the actual purchasing of the food. And then on the flip side of that, I see things like it'll be a truck with poor branding. And even though they have poor branding, um, or should I say not should I shouldn't say poor branding. I should say they have average food, not as good as some other trucks, but the way that they structured their menu, they structured it in a right way to where their line is through the door. And I've walked up to them and I'm like, "Hey, I've had this before, and I wasn't, I wasn't wowed by it, but people tend to love it. They tend to like it. They're lined up for it, and it all goes into how they structured their menu. Their menu provides something that a lot of other people, a lot of other trucks miss. So I say all that to say is your menu is going to really be the reason uh, your sales increase. Your menu is going to be the layout and the structure of your menu is going to be the reason why you um, basically you succeed. And I'm not saying solely that your menu is the reason why, but that's going to be one of the biggest reasons why your truck succeeds. Because as long as you don't structure your menu properly, that could put you just in a position where
your sales are low. So, like I said, I don't want to make this live stream too much longer. If it's something of value that you got from this live stream, I appreciate it if you definitely type in, tap that, uh, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this out. I will repost this. Uh, for those of you who didn't get the chance to jump on this live stream, I'm going to do these live streams a little more often, and we're going to get into more things that I discussed in this live stream in detail, like price anchoring, menu layout, and things of that nature. But if you're a food truck owner or you're just entertained by food trucks and you got questions or concerns, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a comment on this here video live stream, and I will respond to you. I will try to get a video done in regards to that. And so from that point, I like to thank you all for joining this live stream. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one.